That is pretty convincing, but I wonder how he gets them so crispy.
How do you get them so crunchy? Well, you gotta think like a Brit.
Are fries crispier if you leave the European Union?
I think this recipe could work with all kinds of potatoes, but today I'm using large russet potatoes.
Mine are pretty average sized compared to Adam's, but I hope it doesn't matter.
Okay, now cut these into whatever fry shape you want.
I'm gonna choose not to exercise by free will, and I'm just gonna cut them like how he's cutting them.
But I am trying to make sure that each fry is of roughly equal thickness, even when they're not all the same shape.
Due to my horrible knife skills, some of my fries are literally twice as thick as other ones.
Into a big saucepan they go.
I'm gonna put my average size fries into this average sized saucepan.
As Jamie Oliver once said, the secret is to boil them as long as you dare. I did about 8 minutes.
I am what the kids call these days a Giga Chad, so I ended up boiling them for about 12 minutes.
Alright, these are too delicate to just dump into a colander.
I didn't remember that part of the video, so I dumped it through a strainer anyway.
Here is my big roasting tray.
Why is everything in Adam's house bigger than mine? It's making me self-conscious.
Here they are after about 45 minutes.
These are mine after about 20 minutes.
If they're looking a little dry, I'll add some more oil.
I think my fries are looking pretty well lubricated, so I'm just gonna skip to oil.
Back in the oven they go until they're ready, which for me was another 45 minutes. You might be thinking, good lord, this is a long time. Well, yeah, but it's mostly unattended time.
I guess you could use the extra unattended time to do something fun, like reading a book, watching a movie, or masturbate. I ended up putting mine in for another 30 minutes, and I think the peanut oil makes them cook a bit faster.
You want to be conservative. I cooked this batch a hair too long.
I guess I'm a liberal, because I think my fries were cooked a hair too short.
A bunch of coarse salt goes in, and since we're already being non-traditional, let's go crazy.
Since I'm thinking like the Brits, I think I'm just gonna add some salt. Instead of adding flavor to the fries directly, I usually prefer to make a sauce. Mayo, ketchup, salt, pepper, some garlic powder, and a bit of paprika. Taste-wise, the fries are pretty good. They're not as crispy as Adam's fries, but they do have a satisfying bite to them still. Overall, I think this is a pretty good recipe, and I'd recommend giving it a try on your own.